Mark Anthony. Right? That would be the key one.
Like, if Romeo Santos is smart enough, because he has pull with Rock Nation, Spanish or whatever.
But who could be Romeo Santos? I don't think anybody.
No. I'm not saying for Romeo Santos to compete. For
what
him,
about
for him
Fernando
to
against
Fernando Villalona?
Yeah, against the Morenito.
Who?
Ventura.
Johnny Ventura.
Yo, that's heavyweight.
I know.
That's a heavyweight match.
You know how many views they're gonna get? Like, if
1,000.
they promote it,
everybody been drinking fucking Fireball.
They're gonna be with the Fireball and Modelos.
Oh, look, we down for this shit.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, it's Swiss Beats and Timbaland who put verses together.
Mm-hmm.
So if Romeo was smart enough, he'll team up with Swiss Beats and go, yo, I see what you're doing. Let me do that for the Spanish community.
Yeah.
And that'll bring... You want to see a Oro Sólido versus La Banda Gorda or fucking... Los Hermanos Rosario versus Oro Sólido. Like, shit like that. And it doesn't... you know, these Spanish people, they want to bring
They should just make a Spanish...
They want to bring their whole band together.
How you say verses in Spanish?
Contra?
Oh, that's what it should be.
Right?
Contra. Hosted by Don Francisco.
Yo. Good one.
Aplauso.
With the wig.
Aplauso.
And the chacal in the middle.
Yo, what about Don Francisco versus Cristina?
Nah. You gotta
Casa Cerrado.
Don Francisco versus
Benny Hill.
What's the guy from The Price is Right? Bob
Barker. That would be a good one.
That's the one.
That would be a good one. Yeah, but... Yeah, no, like, damn.
But if they're smart enough,
if
Romel's smart enough, not only is he going to help these singers who haven't... When was the last time we heard something from La Mano Rosario? When was the last time we heard something new from Oro Sólido? Like, this will put a fire under them and go, shit, we still got fans out there that want to see us. And then they'll start putting out new music.
They should. I mean, I've been watching, I don't know how YouTube popped it out. I think last week when we were in my crib, that there was a Daddy Yankee concert that's live on YouTube, and you can watch the whole thing. It's a pretty good concert. So I don't know how I got, like, yesterday, I think I just found Gilberto Santa Rosa did one, like, last week for Christmas.
Okay.
So I watched that, and I was like, oh, shit, pretty good. Then I found the Vita Manuel one. I found a Johnny Ventura one.
Does YouTube know what
Johnny Ventura's chilling with fucking Romano Rosario in his pool.
Look at that.
And they had like so many other Christmas concerts. I didn't know Mark Anthony did one like 8 years ago.
Okay.
Or like even longer. And then Victor Manuel did one like this year. But I was like, that's pretty cool. And I'm like, why don't these... Then I'm like, I started looking for Tito Rojas. I'm like, let me see if he did one. But he hasn't done like a live concert since a long time. I think Colombia like 2 years ago.
Gotcha.
But I was like, they should... The old school guys, it'll be cool if they could do like the concert we saw of Daddy Yankee.
Yeah.
That shit felt like we were in the fucking concert. It was like clear, like 4K. You could hear them singing and all that shit. But I'm like, that they should do something like that for like some of the old school, legends from the game, like in bachata or merengue or cumbia. Or salsa and all that stuff. So I just some of the stuff that I was noticing. But it's true what Al said. They should do a fucking like a verses in Spanish. Verses in Espanol. But that would be cool. Even if you could do like fucking or versus Xbox versus PlayStation 5. I don't know how you would fucking do that. But they should do something like that. Because there's so many things that people could, how you call it, go against. The same thing you could do it for soccer. You could do Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo. But I don't know how the hell you will have to, like, do it between them two. But they should do different type of verses outside of just music. Or even do different. I wonder if they would do different type of music, like country music or, like, Red Hot Chili Peppers versus, I don't know, like an old school band that's been around for like Coldplay or something like that. They should do something like that for versus in like just change, not make it all hip hop and all that stuff. Even though like I like that, but it'll be cool if they could just change it around or even do like teams. They haven't done one so far, like that I know of, like groups. They haven't done like a Tribe Called Quest versus another group, like Outkast or something like that. So that's something like we'll see if they'll change it up or if they're maybe make it a little bit broader in terms of verses. If they'll do different ones. I was telling Al that they should make one place. I was telling the fans.
I thought you said Al. I was like,
Al left for a little bit, so I'm telling Al now that they should do a PlayStation 5 versus Xbox.
What, to see
versus? I don't know if you could do that.
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Shit, I just read the other day that PlayStation 5 in 30 days made $7 billion.
What?
So that tells you right there where that company's heading.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know them shits have been fucking hard to find, like crack cocaine.
You could find them, but at the second market price. Because people buy them and they...
Well, Jonathan told me, J-Lo, he told me they had some on Best Buy on Monday.
Oh, because they're restocked.
He told me, I guess he was telling me like if I wanted one, but I don't want one, so I didn't like...
My girl thought I wanted one, but I told her, don't spend your money right now. I always like waiting at least 6 months before I buy something new. Because, you know, the PlayStations I might have a kink, you know, because they just came out. You never know what's happening. You wait 6 months to a year and go from there.
That's like the vaccine.
Yeah. Exactly the vaccine. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen. But getting back to this verses, if they were smart enough, they do that for the Spanish community. Like I said, it will get a lot of these artists back into our fucking mind. Because out of sight, out of mind. We don't think about it. Like if you want to put a Spanish song or merengue that you thought about it back in the days, you start thinking like, damn, who sang that or whatever. But then if you hear it on YouTube or somebody else's house, you be like, holy shit, I gotta go back home and download some of their music because I remember how fun it was to hear their music in house parties. Yeah. So hopefully they could do that shit. They should do a versus of Christmas songs versus.
They should have done one.
Christmas songs.
They should have done one now.
New Christmas songs.
Should have done Mariah Carey versus what's it? That skinny girl that she used to be with Pete Davidson.
Oh, Ariana Grande.
That would be a good one.
Them two Christmas.
Yeah, both of them singing because Ariana Grande, I heard supposedly she had a good Christmas album.
But Mariah got her original shit.
No, I know.
Can't compete
but
with
that's
that
the
one.
only two I could think because you could bring the young fan base with like Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey could cover all.
I was thinking more of old school, like Frank Sinatra.
Motherfuckers dead, Al.
No, but you could put their songs there versus somebody.
What you put a chair?
Hologram.
Put a chair with a fucking hat and a tuxedo.
Put a hologram.
Put a hat and a tuxedo.
Put Elvis.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis.
And you put the robe.
Yeah. Versus the new crowd that sings the same song, but this generation or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Versus the old
Little
generation.
Nas X.
Yeah.
Versus the Elvis.
Fucking Little Spasm or whatever. Big Orgasm. That's my fucking hip hop name.
Yeah, that would be cool, but we'll see. So this weekend is E40 versus Too Short. We'll see what's next. The one thing I was thinking about, New York, and I know New York looks different now, but I wanted to get your take. What's your favorite place in New York?
In New York City?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't say Central Park because I was never a big Central Park. Person. Not even when I got older, like for romantic walks or whatever. I never. Central Park, to be honest, I visited maybe 5 times in my life. Maybe. Favorite part of New York City?
Why you think I'll say mine? For me, South Street Seaport. When the South Street Seaport...
when they used... Where the malls at.
Yeah. Back then. I don't know how it looks now. I know it's very different. But back when Pier 17 was around like that...
What was that club they had in the mall?
They had... Fuck.
That Hot 97 used to go there a lot for their...
Andy used to go there a lot.
That was just...
Sequoias. Yeah, no. But...
and they had the Spanish-Cuban restaurant in that mall.
Yeah, Cubana, something like that.
I think so. That place was good.
Yeah. But the South Street Seaport for me, I don't know. I always loved it, and even when I was
for some reason, man, that shit always smelled like fish down there.
Yeah. But for me, like it always felt like it was somewhere. I felt like I wasn't in New York City when I went over there, and the funny thing, even when I was young, I never went outside New York City. So I used to tell people, "Yo, imagine New Orleans," and I never been to New Orleans.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For some reason, I always like the South Street Seaport. Like that would be a place if I could go on a Saturday during the day. I'll be good. Later on, when my daughter, when my daughter was a baby, I would take her all the time down there. Go to Uno's and Cabanas, the restaurant.
Yeah, Cabanas.
Or just chill. I would cut class, so I would just chill, sit up. You can see the Brooklyn Bridge. You get those seats. So I used to always like the Seaport for some reason. I don't know why. That's one of my favorite places.
I don't know. For some reason, I want to say Times Square, but that's so...
No, I mean, I love Times Square too. Like, I remember being young going to Times Square. I was about to say, like, what you think about Times Square. I think when you're young, you love Times Square. When you're a teenager, that's the shit.
I used to go to Times Square, I think...
Or the Village.
I think the Village...
Excuse me.
Was my favorite spot to hang out, and I'll give you reasons why.
And even though it's not a village,
it's not.
Now that we live in the suburbs of Jersey or out,
and it's only a radius of like 20 blocks.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why I like the Village. The Village was the place that you could go buy stuff down there that you can't find up to
drinks. Because you used to go to the gay bars. That's why
the $2 margaritas.
Yeah.
The thing is that. You shop in the Village. It's not like you shopping in 145th.
Yeah.
It's not like you shopping uptown. It's not even like you're shopping in 34th Street or 42nd.
Yeah.
Some reason, always when you go to the Ville, down by Canal Street or west on Broadway, or where the Papaya was at, I forget the name of that whole. Was that West 4?
That was West 3rd Street, I think, where Papayas was at.
So if you walk that
right
strip,
by that Barnes Nobles,
you walk that strip and you get a Dallas barbecue on your left. Yeah. You got the comic book store on your right.
You also have like that Patricia. I never knew who. I wonder what brand was that. But remember, like across the street from Dallas barbecue, there was a store. It looked like a drag store.
Okay.
Patricia Fields or something. And that's like the first time you saw like. I would say like a high-end or like Lady Gaga-ish fashion. Like in the Village, you could see that type of fashion. If you want to find like Lady Gaga or Madonna.
Wasn't there like a Pink Pussycat in that same street?
It
was like a fetish, like dildo.
I think so.
Whips and fucking
all that
leather.
Shit.
That one.
If you want to get tattoos, you could go to the Village.
Piercing.
Nose piercings. You go to the Village.
You want to listen to jazz? You go to the Ville because they have good flea markets where you get mixed.
I used to go there to get the Wrangles, those boots.
I used to.
They never used to sell them like uptown so much, but the Village sells.
I got a pair of brown Adidas.
Yeah.
That uptown never had, and I bought it down there. And I wore those sneakers maybe 3 times in my life, and every time I wore them uptown, my boys, yo, where you got those?
Yeah.
Where you got those? I was like, yo. I can't tell you, because then everybody's going to start wearing these up here. They were like, yo, I'll give you double what you paid. I'm like, nah, I can't. Like,
yeah.
There was the store called the Yellow Red Rat, or the...
Yes, yeah, I know you're talking about. I think something Yellow Red Rat.
Dude, you go to those stores, but then Bloomingdale started coming down there, and then bigger stores.
Yeah.
I remember I bought my first DK white hat in Atrium down there.
Yeah.
I had a fucking... What was that jacket you and something was making fun of me?
The Helly Hansen one?
The Helly Hansen. I bought it down there. Mm-hmm. So, the Ville for me was always... I was broke, but when I had saved up, I would always go down there to buy shit that would fit me because I was always bigger. So, I had to find stores that will carry that bigger size.
You know what I used to find, too, out there? I used to find good mixtapes.
In the fucking flea markets.
In the I would find good mixtapes like out there. Like if you wanted to get like, a good mixtape, it was hard to get it uptown, only unless you went to certain stores.
Yeah.
But out there they had like good mixtapes. of like different DJs that I didn't. They weren't uptown.